Hello, it is 6:50 p.m., September 12th, 2025. It's Friday. So finally. Oh dear. It's been a long week. And, you know, me crashing out earlier in the week. Well, I started the week off really nicely and then I just sort of crashed out because I was enjoying starting to like go on runs, but it's also really exhausting. And well, the fact that in the past 2 weeks I've started running, started going back to school, and I've started working, obviously that's a huge change. So I think the crash out was on its way, you know. And I think usually I would see this as some sort of failure, but I think that it makes sense. I'm starting things at such a quick pace that it only makes sense to crash out, you know, and I think that it's better that I crashed out now because all those pent up emotions will, you know, they're really, if it was worse, I could have stopped, you know, going on runs, going to the gym, eating nice, eating healthy, and, you know, I don't know, I would go to school still, but like, you know, and I would stop working and stuff like that. But because the crash out ended up in me like sort of angrily like shaking my fist and being like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyways, you know. I think that's good. I'm gonna turn this off. It's too bright. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess week in review. Good, but I think the only thing that I'm still afraid about right now is I'm not doing a lot of schoolwork. I don't have a lot of time for like the academic stuff, which is schoolwork and college stuff. I have not been working on college stuff at all. But I think it's more of a matter of me just having to start doing it rather than anything that's keeping me from doing it. It's just that I just need to start, you know. I think this week was just especially hard because, again, I'm starting everything, you know, and once my body gets used to like running regularly, things will get easier. And once my work schedule, I fix that, you know, or once it becomes more set in stone, and once I get used to that as well, it'll get easier. Once I get into the flow of working and going to school and working out and doing all this, it will get easier. I am getting a call. All right. Let's try that. I think it's a bit better. Yeah, but I mean, in general, I'm gonna take the crash out as like a momentary setback. It's okay, you know. I think I'm gonna try to keep going. I will adjust as we go. My only worry is though that like I obviously need to eat more so I can like not die, but I'm still trying to be in a deficit, like a pretty big deficit. So I need to like really watch my weight just to like not as like I'm policing myself, just to, because in these beginning few days and weeks of me doing this, like of me being more active and eating more, I need to watch if I'm eating too much or if I can stand to have a bit more, so I can feel better throughout the day, you know, things like that. But the fucking scale is broken, so I have no way to like actually like track that. I have to go by like feeling like, is this too much food, you know, like, or in like some like quick mental math, and like what else have I had today, you know. It's not a huge deal though. It's not a huge deal. School is still very free. I don't know what's happening, but it's about to get real hard because my comic class started. What? Oh, this is what we're doing right now. This is the first unit. I have like, I think a little more than a month to read all of this, not counting Beowulf, all of this, and write a 5 to 10 page paper, which I'm listen, if I didn't love this stuff, I would be like, what the fuck is this? But I love comics and I love studying them. I love analyzing them. I love talking about them and writing about them. So this is just, I'm so fucking excited, and it's going to be hard. It is going to be challenging. I'm going to want to kill myself. I'm going to stay up till like 3 a.m. on at least like 2 or 3 nights a unit, you know. But I'm gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be so fun. Beowulf is for AP Literature, and honestly, it's like, at first I was like, whatever, you know. But I think as I'm reading the introduction, you know, the introduction that like the somebody wrote. It doesn't say actually. What the heck? Okay, it doesn't say who wrote the introduction, but I believe it's this guy, Seamus. Seamus. It's actually really interesting, the intro. I think it's a great. I'm talking too much about Beowulf, but and it like spoiled the whole, like it went over the what happens in the book, which is kind of annoying, but I'm sure I'll still enjoy it. You know, really short read actually, because like half of it is the like the Anglo-Saxon, like the Old English stuff, and then the other half is like the actual, or like the modern English. Or is it modern? I don't know, but yeah. I am so excited for this stuff though, these comics, because last year we did just like a hodgepodge of different stuff, like, you know, but and like we're sort of sorted by like different eras, or like, and we did like a comprehensive X-Men unit of like samplings from every era of X-Men, and then we also did like, we went like pretty in depth on each, on like the big eras in like DC, you know. But this, I'm so excited. I'm especially excited for this year's syllabus, because it is a creator focused syllabus. So every unit is one creator. So this is all Tom King stuff in collaboration with different artists and colorists and editors, you know, but it is all Tom King, and I'm so fucking excited. And we have Scott Snyder on here. We have Ed Brubaker. We have Kieran Gillen on here. We have, I forgot who else, but there's 9 units, so there's 9 different. I think mostly writers, if not all writers. But yeah, I'm so fucking excited. Yeah, this is gonna be fun too. I'm actually really excited for this too. Like, not like super excited, but I am definitely ready to get into this, you know. It's a lot of work though. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry. Yeah, but like, in general, I think I feel good right now, because despite how tired I was, you know, like in the past, and like, not only was I really tired for the whole week, but also like I didn't know what was happening. Like, it's like I'm so busy that I can't take a moment to look at what's happening in the future. So I don't know if I'm fucking up or not. Like, I'm just trying to keep my head above the water, you know. But now it's Friday and I can chill a little bit, and I'm looking at like what's coming up, and I am fine. I'm totally fine. I had my first quiz today. That shit was easy as fuck. I don't know. It's fine. I have some more ideas for my college essay, so that's good, because I have to get started, like, ideally like really soon. But I'm gonna try to not pressure myself too much, because I don't work well on pressure. I work better on like excitement and motivation. And I do like writing, so it's not gonna be a huge issue. I just did the laundry. I don't know why I said that, but I guess we'll transition into like the day in general. Oh, you know what? Actually, the beginning of the day sucked though, because I woke up too late to go on a run. I don't know if it was actually too late, but it was probably too late. Like I don't know how it would have panned out, but it was a bit of a risk. But in my sleepless, or in my like, you know, having just woken up, I was like, bro, we don't have time, and then I went back to sleep. Which is like not great, but I do think, you know, I do think it's somewhat valid, but obviously like I don't love skimping out on things like that. But because I woke up so late, because I went back to sleep, I woke up way later than I was planning on, so I had to like rush to get out the door, and I was so pissy today. Like this is the first day of senior year that I haven't woken up like at least an hour before I need to, and I felt so like crabby, I was like, everything was pissing me off, so that tells me, what I need to do in terms of waking up. I need to keep waking up early, because when I do wake up early, when I do go on runs, I am such a bright and happy person in the mornings. Like I'm such a morning person. But yeah, and tomorrow I'm going to the Met with my friend. No comment on that yet, because I don't know if I want to get into that on here, but anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I should. Well, okay, I stopped feeling like a bitch after I ate. I ate food and I felt way better. And just as I went and as I interacted with people, just in general, I started feeling better. And got home, was tired as fuck, took a nap, woke up, ate dinner, and I'm feeling way better now. And I also like mapped out what I have to do for like the next few days, and it's completely fine. I do have probably 2 like tests coming up for like some like hard classes. One of them's actually hard, AP Calc BC. Like I have to actually lock in for that, and then the other one's like a joke. So yeah, I don't know, I feel better after sort of settling like what I need to be doing in the next few days, because I don't feel like I'm like going into anything blind, I am still a bit scared about like my weight. Like I'm not sure if I'm gaining weight right now or not. So yeah, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. My instinct is telling me that I'm not, but yeah, okay, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm gonna play some games tonight because I fucking earned it. The fuck. But I also want to sleep a bit earlier. Like a bit like, I don't want to sleep too late because I want to go on a run tomorrow. So I can get the day started early, so that I can get some work done before I go out. And yeah, pretty much it. Okay, yeah, I feel like there's more I want to say. I'm just so excited for this. Ugh. I'm so fucking excited for this. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I heard Heroes in Crisis was not that good. I don't know, but I've heard a lot of things about comics, and as I'm learning from my teacher, who has like a doctorate in like graphic novels or some shit, I don't know, I have to ask him again. You gotta read it for yourself. You gotta read it for yourself, because comics and comics culture, they're so like, well, comics culture is really prone to like, like a fan based mindset, where like people go rabid, and like people, and people like, they're whatever, but like, you have to read it for yourself. I've read a lot of books that people have not liked, and I ended up liking them. Injustice is really fun. I read like, I think year 1, like a compendium of year 1. It's fun, yeah, it's not a great Superman, but like, it's not the Superman, so it's fine. Like it's fun. I would love to read more Injustice, and other things, and people have liked things a lot and I haven't liked them that much. Yeah, I think, oh, I'm so excited. And my friend, actually, the one that I'm going out with tomorrow, like, to hang out with, she's interested in joining as well. But I need to ask my teacher about that, because it's literally just me and him. And I know he trusts, like, he knows me to a point where he can trust me with certain things. And I think that she can be trusted with that stuff too, but it's just, that's not up to me. That it's not up to me to decide who he trusts, and who he decides to take on us, stuff like that. Yeah. I'm just so fucking excited. I'm so excited. And AP Lit is actually really fun too, but it's after my lunch period, so I keep falling asleep. And it's funny, like, it's happened twice, because he does a lot of, like, engagement stuff, and whenever he's looking for an answer, like, he often, like, or he's, like, going on about something, and he says, like he was translating a poem, and, like, this one word, because it's, like, in Anglo-Saxon, so it's, like, sometimes close to English, and there's this one word, it was, like, weird or something, and I was falling asleep, because I'm so tired, and honestly, like, it's not always that interesting, I think in general what we're doing is fun, but, like, it's not always that interesting, I'm falling asleep, and then he mentions Batman, and I just, like, immediately, like, whoa, Batman. Same thing with Thor. Well, the weird thing was, I think it means ward, and he was saying how, like, he's like, what is Robin's relationship to Batman, or, like, what is Dick's relationship to Bruce, and then today we were talking about, like, Norse, or like, a pagan religions or something, and how they compare to, like, Christianity and something, and he mentions Thor, and, like, what did Odin say in that one movie, and I was like, oh. Yeah, I've stopped caring about, like nerding out. Like, I will nerd out, like, whenever I want. Like, who fucking cares, yeah? I do think senior year is pretty freeing in that I'm not so worried about how people think of me, because in, like, a few months we're gone, and there's so much weight in senior year that, like, I don't want to spend it in any other way than being me and being excited about what I'm excited about, and if that's a Batman mention, then it's a Batman mention, someone mentions Batman, I go, whoa. Shit, yeah. I'm also looking at action figures a lot again, because I love this figure, by the way, because as I'm starting my job, I have money to buy figures now, and it's like, at first I was like, oh, I don't buy a lot of figures anymore, because I'm, like, content with what I have, and that's true to an extent, but now that I have money, I really want to spend it, and I have too many comics right now to, like, that I've bought, but I haven't had time to read, and I will not have time to read for a while, so at this point, I think I'd rather buy figures over comics. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm losing or if I'm gaining weight right now. I don't think I am. Okay, I gotta stop. Yeah, so I guess I'm excited for the school year. It's looking pretty easy peasy. Hopefully I don't do anything stupid, like get in a relationship, because that'd be stupid. I don't have time for that shit. Oh God. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. Okay. That's it. That's all. I don't trust myself. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, let's see the time. 7:16, Friday, September 12th, 2025. I am signing off.